Suggested Articles is part of Odd Pods Media,
a podcast network. Dial up those VPNs, put on your tinfoil hats, and sell your stocks because the Dow may be over 50,000, but we're about to crash the entire pizza industry. It's time for Suggested Articles.
a podcast.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Suggested Articles, a podcast. I'm Jeff.
I'm Jeff.
And?
Hi, I'm Erin.
Are you busy there, Erin? What are you doing?
It looks like, yeah, she's busy.
She's texting.
She's texting her man meat.
Yeah.
Gross. No. Oh, so now I said
No,
gross. So that's
what was
bad.
It you called it before? Was it fuck stick? What? No.
Did you say man-mate?
Man
Oh my
meat.
God,
Yes.
I didn't say any of those things.
Man-mate sounds
I
like
may
a
have
product.
accidentally said fuck stud, and then
Fuck stud. Yes, that's what she said.
you turned
That's
it
a good
into
one.
something else.
Oh, yeah, I couldn't have made it worse. Yeah. Okay.
Hey, fuck stud's not like the worst phrase. It's maybe not how you want to hear yourself. If you're like, hey, I have a date with this girl, I should listen to her podcast. It's like probably he's not going to ever know that I do this show. But
You people do.
how dare you?
That's how we like it.
You know what? If you
Apparently.
tag me when you share stuff about the show, I would repost it like a good little girl.
I have done that mostly on TikTok, but I don't feel like you go on TikTok anymore.
Oh yeah, TikTok is a time suck for me. So when I go on TikTok, I fucking go on TikTok. Like I spend like hours catching up because if I do it daily, I lose hours daily. But if I know that's what you're sharing primarily, I will make a diligent effort to entertain the world of TikTok more. The only people who feel worse is the people who send me Snapchats, because I definitely have some that have been reminding me like, hey, so-and-so sent you a snap 21 days ago. And I'm like, I don't have time for your shit and your filters.
I guarantee you have TikToks in your inbox that are older than that. Not just stuff that I tag you in, but I send you stuff from time to time. I want to make you laugh or cry, scream. Depends on the article, but I send a lot
Jeff,
of
our
stuff to
friendship
both of you.
makes all those things happen.
Well,
I love you,
as long as
Jeff.
I'm enough for you.
I want to really confuse our listeners, and I want to just proclaim on air my devotion and love to Mr. Jeff.
You're gonna make me
Way
edit
to
this
way to
episode.
dox. Now he's gonna
Yeah.
have to edit. He hates you.
Yeah.
Look, my whole name is everywhere on everything I do.
Well,
I'm
that
not
was-
hiding from anyone, so I forget that there are people like. It's fine.
Yep,
I'm
it's
fine.
I'll
fine.
just
At least she thinks we're people.
I'll just replace you saying my full name with
Shins. Microphone.
yeah. There you go. See, that takes up just the right amount of time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Thank
Oh,
you, Soundbot.
Yep. Thank you, Soundbot. You
Words that
sweet
will
little-
never again be uttered, probably.
Nope, never again. Although I am jealous of Soundbot. I have long wanted to bring audio to my Golden Girls show, but
What's
I
your
have
Golden
some-
Girls show called?
on the lanai.
Okay, continue.
But Kristen is rightly hesitant and of having Gina or I be allowed to have silly sound effects. And then also I've had like 3 sound mixers and they never quite work. And I haven't fully looked into Soundbot, but I just got tired of trying to make Zoom do what I wanted it to do.
Well, it does require jumping through some hoops, but I did not realize Kristen was so serious.
Kristen's not serious. It's just that of all of us, if there was a hierarchy of people that feel like sound effects can like pull you out of the joy of a podcast and be distracting, Kristen would be like the champion of that cause. I would be like, I get it, but like also fart noises are funny. And Gina would be like, let's use fart noises for buzzers in the game. Like that's where it would be. See,
I get it.
I'm fine with
Oh,
that.
you did chuckle immediately.
I do. Farts are funny.
Jeff did not.
It's like you're burping Tupperware, but the Tupperware is your butthole.
Tupperware's your butthole.
Well, this took a turn. Okay.
Jeff is like our teenage child today. He's very mopey and like does not want to be on this road trip with us to tech and articles.
Well, I don't know. I was going to say we're going to cheer him up, but I really can't promise that. We may actually make everything so much worse before this is
Great.
over. But
Terrific.
okay, let's start with a mailbag, everybody. I do have one mailbag here from Benjamin.
Wait. Oh, Benjamin, yay.
Yes. Well,
Hey,
that leads into another mail.
Wait, Ben,
Oh,
like
yeah.
sweet, lovely Ben that I just like am so neglectful of.
Yeah, you've been
Yeah,
saying that for
yeah.
at least a year, but go on.
Yeah, at least
Ben,
two.
I'm trash. I mean, there's no surprise. You knew that.
She's
but
on this podcast. So.
Doesn't mean I love you any less, Ben. Go ahead. I'm even going to put my phone down and pay attention to this.
All right. Well, he says hello. What?
If you wanted to send a mailbag, where would you send it, Jeff?
Oh, if anyone wanted to send mail to this podcast, you would go to suggestedarticlespodcast@gmail.com.
And email.
That's right. All right. He says, sorry I've been quiet for the last couple of weeks. It's okay, Ben. You don't have to email us every week just because we get lonely. I loved the Ask Me Anything episode. And yes, I absolutely submitted multiple questions. Your answers were great. I also noticed that when I complimented your podcast, you weren't too thrilled about being called SA. Fair. I mean, it's tricky because that is the initials of our podcast, but yet
Yes.
also sexual assault. That's what people use. I don't even know if this is true, but people think that if you say something like that on TikTok or Instagram or whatever, that like if you just say those words out loud, like you'll get platformed or something, like shadow banned or whatever. I don't know if it's true.
IDK.
Should we try it?
Well, I just did. I just said sexual assault. So,
You know, and not trying to bring the room down, no sadness here. I own my life and what has happened to me, but as an assault survivor, I've never heard anyone refer to it as SA before.
Really?
So,
oh,
yeah.
I see that all the time.
You in a lot
we
of
exist on very
assault.
different social media.
Yeah, I was saying, are you in a lot of pro assault web pages,
Well,
or what's
look,
going on?
here's what I'll say about recent stuff is that people seemed quite sure that when TikTok got taken over by the Oracle guy, can't remember his name, they were changing the algorithm. They were starting to see flags pull up on a lot of like very specific keywords. And the going theory was that like as the Epstein Files got released, you wouldn't be able to say Epstein out loud anymore or hashtag it or anything because it's just gonna put you down at the bottom of the algorithm. That can't possibly be true because it's been 90% of my TikTok feed for the last 2 weeks.
Oh, I can't wait to open TikTok now.
But yeah, SA is a thing that happens a lot. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So from here on out, I'm starting the trend of calling your proper shorter name SAP. That's SAAP. So we are now SAP, the podcast. Okay. So Ben says he noticed that whenever something new comes along, we have a quote healthy resistance. He says, surely some new tech has to be okay and have a positive use somewhere, right? Maybe, possibly, no, we're doomed. Fair enough. But it did get me thinking you should do a time travel episode where you run the same podcast, but from the perspective of 1893. I would love to hear your takes on the new tech of the era. For instance, toasters, zippers, Ferris wheels.
I don't like any of those things. I'm just
Perfect.
kidding. I love my toaster.
My husband got his pee stuck in his zipper, and I don't care for them. We're all buttons in this house now.
I'm gonna have to look up now and see when zippers were invented because I have no idea.
That there toaster, if you butter your bread, it burns the house.
Are you literally wearing a zipper right now?
I am. I have a zip up hoodie on.
No
It's where
zipper
my
here.
husband's pee-pee got stuck in the zipper.
In that, ooh, that paints a vivid
That's
image.
is that why you need the fuckstead now?
Oh, the things you say will haunt you, ladies and gentlemen. Be
Mhm.
careful what you say out loud.
Well,
Unless you're Donald
Yeah, and
Trump,
whatever you
and
do,
then
don't
just
record
do
it.
whatever you
Don't
want.
record it.
Yeah.
it's a fun idea, Ben. I think at some point, perhaps after this very episode, we might need a break from some of the news of today. So you
I'm
never know.
fucking sold, you know?
That could be a thing. I'll work on my 1890s voice, 1890s radio voice. Coming soon in seed toasters. They're gonna be a thing. No,
You can make out bread hot.
there you go. We'll
Bread
all talk
hot.
like that,
I don't
and
think you're using your toaster right if that's
Ben
all
will
you're
never
doing.
talk to us again.
Getting hot bread. Oh, are you buttering it before you put it in? What is happening with you? Damn.
You're not supposed to butter it
God.
before you put it in the
My
toaster?
my great aunt Claire, that no one in the family liked, and she has long since died.
Ouch.
She, when my parents got a microwave in their like early years of marriage, they were one of the first families that had a microwave. And Aunt Claire put a plate with metal on it in the microwave and tried to burn down my parents' house because she just like didn't grasp the concept of the microwave and metal. So yeah, that's where I'm coming from with the buttered bread and the toaster. Is there would be one dumb fucking person that was like, I'm gonna put cheese in here and see if I can toast it.
Oh, that sounds nice. Crispy cheese.
That's why I get an air fryer. I got a Ninja Flip. It's great.
Well, speaking of Ben, he
Mhm.
sent a text message to I think just you and I, Jeff, the other day, asking if we got something in the mail, and I didn't even answer because I was very confused. And then
Mm.
just last night, I noticed that there was an Amazon package that I don't recall ordering, so I haven't opened it yet. I've got it right here.
Okay, hang on, right. As you do that, I'll get my thing.
Well, while you do that, do you want to tell our listeners the email again? Or by the list?
Suggestedarticlespodcast at
Where
gmail.com.
did that?
There you
Hey,
go.
Carrie.
An email. I fucked it up.
Tell us what's going on with your world in technology, your experiences with the algorithm, the suggested articles you've been getting that kind of creep you out, because I know it's happening to everybody, but we want to hear your specific stories. Boy, Jeff looks very confused. He's back on camera, but he's not on mic, and he doesn't have headphones on.
He's sort of just standing there like silent Bob. Oh, he's gone.
I'm going to take a quick look. I thought I might have taken some notes not too long ago about... Oh, man, I don't remember the context now. I remember listening to an episode right after we had talked about something related to like shipping. Maybe it was the last time Ben sent us something. But I immediately, on the next podcast of ours that I downloaded, got an ad for a company called Pirate Ship, which is used for
Yeah, I use Pirate Ship.
creators to ship stuff around.
I love Pirate Ship.
Yeah. I don't think you've mentioned them on the show before, so I'm pretty sure I got that from a conversation about shipping things, but I don't believe the company was mentioned by name.
No, I don't think that. Yeah, I don't think I've ever mentioned them before, but when I ship outside of like eBay or Poshmark or something that I've like sold or Etsy, I always use Pirate Ship.
There you go.
Yeah.
What do we do? Should we take a commercial break as a cliffhanger here while we wait for Jeff to come back?
I don't know. I was even trying to send you a clever email to entertain you so that we could read it on air, and all I have is the subject line says an email.
That's a good start, but I guess
Should I use Google's AI thing to come up with an
please.
email for you?
Yes, absolutely, you should. And while Erin does that, I guess we'll take our first commercial break, and hopefully when we come back, we'll have a terrible email, and I'll open this package. And Jeff will be back. And we're back. Most importantly, Jeff is back. Jeff, you went on a journey there.
I was
Long
looking
journey.
for something. I was looking for my thing.
whatever came in your Amazon
Yes,
package? I see.
yes.
Well, don't tell me what it is.
If I wanted to.
It's a quest. He was gone so long, really. He came back from a quest.
This is a
All right.
side
Well,
quest,
then I
really.
guess I'm going to open up my package. Is that
Okay.
okay? All right, here we go.
Here.
Here's the sound of the package opening, Ben. This is happening live on
Oh,
air.
okay.
Won't Jeff
I
be
got it. I do got it. Carrie just found it. Thank you, Ben.
Oh,
Aw, look at that. Wait, it's backwards now on my screen. Being Whimsy, a guided creative journal.
Yeah, like mine's too blurry. Yeah,
Wait, this is
cool,
like
right?
something Erin talked about once on the show.
Yeah.
Erin, you had a thing once where it was like a
mhm.
little book that would tell you to do stuff.
Yeah.
And this is like draw a gnome,
Oh,
give
yeah,
it a
yeah, yeah.
name, pen test page. This is so cute. People need to know about this.
Yeah, that's very
Uh,
cool.
missing, draw and label things you've lost this year.
Jeff's package.
What does the soul look like? No, I found
What
it.
does a
Carrie found
soul
it.
look like? Is that really on the page? On one
What
of these
is,
pages?
how do you draw dignity?
Oh, what you lost this year. Got it.
Mhm.
Sorry. I didn't follow. Ben, that's adorable
That
and
is really
like
cool,
a
Ben.
really cool like
Yeah.
product because it's something that like he's put out books of like the cartoons of his show and that I don't know how like crossover that would be if someone just kind of stumbled into it but they weren't familiar with Chasing the Whimsy, but this is
Mhm.
literally something for everybody.
Yeah.
No, those guided journals are fun. I've had several over the course of my life.
That's so cool.
But
Thank you, Ben.
Being Whimsy, a guided creative journal. I'm guessing since the packaging, this is now available on Amazon. Perhaps I can find a link to it and put it into our Patreon.
Yeah. Very
And
cool,
where
Ben.
can they find our Patreon if they wanted to get all the links and things?
Suggested articles, Patreon.
If you Googled that, maybe, but
Um,
patreon.com/suggested articles.
okay, that's what it is. Fuck.
Being Whimsy.
I suck.
I'm just looking for Being Whimsy right now on Amazon, and look, there it is. Oh my goodness. That's so
Yeah,
cute.
okay. All right. Cool.
what's the retail price of being whimsy?
Only $8.99.
That's
And
very
it's
bargain.
a
reasonable.
pretty hefty little journal here. Like you have a lot
Yeah.
of activities to do. That's a good price.
It's got
Wow.
about 75 pages,
That's so
maybe
cool.
more. Yeah.
Very, very cool. All right. Let's see. Copy. Just gotta get this link down here.
This
All
is
right.
some riveting podcasting, people. Holy shit.
So in the meantime, I also suddenly got a new mailbag
Okay, how is that? From who?
from Erin.
I
Oh
want you
dear.
to I want you to know that my AI description, which is gone, but I remember what I typed in. So just so you know, and I used the Google create a message AI feature, and I said, "Please tell my friends how proud I am to be on their podcast, that I really enjoy their friendship, and how fun it is."
Okay.
Mhm. Okay.
Hi, friend's name and friend's name. Erin couldn't be bothered. All right. I hope you're both doing well. I've been following the podcast and wanted to reach out and tell you how incredibly proud I am of everything you're accomplishing. I feel so lucky to call you both my friends. I also came across a few articles that I thought might interest you or provide some great material for future episodes. Bullet points. First bullet point, link/title of Article 1, and then link/title of Article 2 and Article 3. I can't click on any of those. Keep up the amazing work. I can't wait to hear the next episode. Best, Erin.
Definitely told AI that I was on the show as well. I
Mhm.
definitely did say I was proud of you guys. And I did say I was so lucky to call you guys my friends. So all they did was insert 3 broken hyperlinks that I had to go find articles for. So that's a failure in my book. Just a little tech test we did here on a commercial break with
I actually would have been impressed if the AI had pulled a few articles from the
I would have
internet.
too.
That would have been super cool.
But I think because I said the name of the podcast was suggested articles, that it was like, oh, she's going to suggest them for it, as opposed to doing its fucking job and interpreting what I said. Fuck you, AI.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ben. I don't mean to be a detractor for tech, but fuck AI.
I have
Yeah.
I have often said, I don't know if I've specifically said this on the show, but I've definitely said in real life, I'm not going to pay any of these AI engines for shit.
Oh no,
However,
absolutely not.
my employer has activated a ChatGPT enterprise license for all of us.
Oh,
So if anyone needs me to do anything, or wants, if you have,
starve a community of water, go for it.
yeah, well, exactly the problem. But if there's something for the show that I should do with that enterprise license, because it should be more or less unlimited, and it appears to be able to do anything from just a basic chat to quote unquote deep research to image generation. So think about it. Let me know, and I guess I'll do it. Yep.
No, the truth is we know it's just 1,000 Filipinos in a coat.
Oh, no, 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 no. We have an article about that. So,
I know, that's why I brought it up.
well, why don't you start then with our horrors of technology of the week?
Mhm.
What would you like to say about Filipinos in a trench coat?
Waymo
Waymo! I
is a
thought that's where you were
lie.
going.
Yeah, Waymo's a lie.
It,
Color me not shocked.
oop, boy,
Mm, mm.
that's quite a
Sorry,
sound, huh? I hit my
that was
microphone stand.
quite a noise. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, Waymo's not completely a lie, right? Because if Waymo was completely a lie, like there were those times when like a bunch of Waymos would wind up in the same place and they'd just start honking at each other for hours without anyone like finding a
Sorry,
solution to the
okay.
problem.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
So what is the deal with Waymo?
allegedly their cars are being controlled by remote drivers as opposed to now the company will say that they're just to like what were they saying to guide from time to time, add
Guidance,
additional
yeah.
guidance. Yeah.
Hmm.
But I mean, these people don't have driver's licenses or anything in America. Do
Yeah.
they do they do they do they have a crash course on the fucking rules of the road in California? Where is Waymo just in California?
Uh,
There's other
I don't
places.
think so, but
Mm,
Waymo is
It's
very
in
specific
Arizona.
to
mm.
cities because
Okay. Yeah.
Waymo does not have like a full map of the earth, like
Okay. Yeah.
what is it? Like Tesla's, full
Mm.
self-driving or whatever. Like, or I don't even know if Tesla's thing runs off of a map per se, like it does for navigation, but it's just a lot of cameras that'll like look for
Yeah, I thought
stop
they
signs
do
and stuff.
cameras.
But
Yeah.
Waymo is specifically programmed for the cities that they're driving in.
Mhm.
They had Waymo in San Francisco when I was there
Uh-huh,
over the
for sure.
holidays.
Hmm.
We went to the Presidio to see the Walt Disney Family Museum, which check it out if you guys are ever there. It's honestly such a
Zero
beautiful.
episodes since a Disney reference.
Wow. Sorry, Aaron. Boy, if you want to
Please
see the look
continue.
on
I didn't
her,
mean to stop. I was just
while Erin
I-
recovers, if you want to see the look on her face, as Jeff said that, you should go to youtube.com/at suggested
She's
articles.
flying to Utah later today to murder me.
Yeah,
That is a look.
found
Wow.
another reason the Tonopah trip might not happen for at
Mm,
least one of us because they'll
that's
be
fair.
dead.
Yeah.
All right, no, look. So,
Wouldn't it be sad if I got murdered tonight?
I would be
You would be
devastated.
so sad.
I would wear black for the
And
rest of my
you're
life.
gonna be the number one suspect. You better get an alibi going fast.
The squirrel on my patio and my dog are
You're
my
fucked.
alibis.
You're fucked.
The squirrel on my patio, honestly, since I haven't fed the birds in a while, is
Mm,
not going to vouch for me. So it's
yeah.
just down to Abby.
You won't-
Yeah.
Oh man. Mm,
No, but anyway, so the Presidio, that particular section where the Walt Disney Museum is, has this like long strip of like a grass park with giant Adirondack chairs and different like things you can go and just enjoy a nice day in the park. Those Waymo cars were just like constantly going around that because there's also several different hotels at the Presidio. And so at any given time around that like long rectangle of grass, there were like three or four of them. And I don't trust them. They make noise as some of the little like cameras and stuff like look around to check. They make like an additional noise besides just being what's that called? Electric or hybrid
Uses? Oh.
sounding, like that sort of
Oh,
the
that sort
whirring
of
that you get
whirring.
with
Yeah.
those type of cars.
Hmm.
These also then you hear like a little bit of sound, I guess from maybe like the cameras like looking around because the stuff kind of like it's. I didn't love them.
Which
They
is
were
interesting because that could just be some Filipino guy watching you.
adjusting the angles. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna get my next date by standing in front of Waymo cars and just like shimmying my shoulders.
That would work because if you just stand there and don't move, the Waymo car is going to get confused and will eventually call for help.
Yeah. And then the joystick owner comes and it's, you know,
I thought you
some.
called it a fuck stud, but okay.
No, I did want to clear up though. You used the word allegedly, Jeff, but this came out during a Senate hearing. A
Mm-hmm.
guy from Waymo was sort of cornered and admitted that the cars are not fully driven by humans, but do call for guidance from a human at times.
Yeah.
So it's the
I
even though
say
they're
allegedly because I don't believe anything that guy said, honestly.
oh, I see. Okay,
Yeah.
well, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, it could be much, much worse than what he's letting on, but
It's
what he
definitely
admitted to,
worse, right? Yeah.
what he admitted to,
Because what
right?
people will admit to is yeah. Hmm. I'm just glad he didn't start yelling about how good the Dow Jones was.
It's the same thing with that, dishwashing robot, like the ones that were
Hmm.
revealed at CES and stuff that said that they could do chores for you. Like they are also relying on human guidance, or in some cases, human piloting. That was the case with Elon Musk robot because this shit just ain't ready for prime time.
No, and it's a waste of time and resources.
Yeah,
So
I
I
did.
found. Oh, go ahead.
Well, when I was looking for this article on Waymo, I did find a pretty humorous article too that a guy recently committed what would be sort of like a DDoS attack, which is distributed denial of service. It's when like
Mhm.
a whole bunch of bot computers like flood a website to bring it down by having too much traffic, right?
Yeah. It
And
was like
someone,
when we had three people all try to access our Patreon at once.
yeah, Patreon was
It
so
was
mad at us
all of
that day.
us. Me, you, and
Uh,
Aaron.
um, but to do this with Waymo by sending like 50 cars, 50 different car requests to a dead end,
Mm,
which is kind
that's
of
kind of
funny.
funny.
And that would take those Filipino guys with joysticks a while to sort out. I'm sure it would be like the worst mobile game ad you've ever seen.
I just want to know what they're getting paid.
That's a good question. Probably not much. That's
Yeah,
why
I
we
know.
go
Definitely. That's
overseas.
what, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. What were you going to say, Aaron, about Waymo?
Oh, I found the list of cities.
Mm,
So right now they're only in Atlanta, Austin, LA, Miami, Phoenix, and San Francisco. But
Oh,
mm.
okay.
they're coming soon to
Mm,
Boston, Dallas, Denver, Detroit, Houston, Las Vegas, London, Nashville, Orlando, Sacramento, San Antonio, San Diego, and DC.
that's a big list.
Yeah.
Yep, they're making their money, getting their money now.
Can't we just have mass transit?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
actually, trains would be are the answer, right?
like this doesn't help anyone with anything because it's still all
No.
the cars are on the road with just one or two
Hmm.
people inside. Like what we need
Yeah.
is mass transit.
Yes.
Damn it, that's disappointing. All right, well, if you weren't disappointed yet, my horror of the week,
Mm.
or primary horror of the week, is about another another robot product. This one is called Moya. Did anyone hear about Moya? All
Oh.
right. If you want to look her up, it's Moya. Let me just find
Nope.
you.
Mm-mm, no.
I'll hold up a little to the screen here. That's what she looks like.
Oh yeah,
Abs-
yeah,
absolutely not.
She's a
yeah, I
cutie
saw
pie.
this.
So
She
she's been
can wink,
developed in,
right?
yes, she can wink. She can do like micro facial features while conversing with you. So she looks and feels more human. She can walk with 92% human-like walking accuracy, which means it looks weird, but like she's almost human.
It's in the uncanny valley.
But the really interesting, so she's being designed to work in
Being fucked by
public
dudes.
service.
Oh.
She's warm skinned.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
was getting there. I was getting there. Yes, she has
Sorry.
warm skin. And the first article I saw about this, the company justified it by saying like having warm skin will make her seem more human during prolonged interactions, citing things like what if she's working in a subway terminal or a hospital, like guiding people around. Yes,
Why
say
do we
it.
need her at all?
Oh,
What function does she do that a human cannot do?
I think there's like at least 60% of the people in this picture in the article I'm looking at that are staring at her and taking pictures. I think
hmm
about 60% of the men in this picture also want to fuck this robot, just
Yeah.
so we're clear,
Yeah.
based on the
No.
looks on their face.
Well, now at a price tag of nearly $200, $200,000.
Oh, I
Um,
was like, a warm fuck doll for $200?
Well, she's not being marketed as a fuck doll. We
Uh,
don't know if she has openings. Um, but
Jeff, that doesn't
what?
matter. People don't need Jeff.
What? They don't need openings? You need an
People
opening.
people
No? All right.
people will fuck anything, okay? Guys will fuck anything. The guys in this
Perhaps.
picture definitely are gonna fuck her.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
All right. I mean, if you want to, you can.
What does she, I mean, why do we need her at all? What does she do that a
Well,
person
okay.
can't
All right.
do?
Here's the argument for Moya. Let's say you
She can't tell your wife. That's not in her coding. You won't tell on you.
No, I'm going to try to make an argument for Moya. Let's say you did work you did need like a human customer service representative to be down in a subway terminal helping answer questions for people when they're confused about what's going on with the subway system. Now,
Mm.
having a human down there is probably not great air quality. It's probably depressing. You're not getting any sunlight. You have seasonal affective disorder, so on and so on and so on. Right? It's not a great job. So it would be a good job for a machine, but it could just be like a
Machine doesn't need
screen.
to look like that.
Right. Could be able
It's
to
completely
hobble around
inefficient and
after you.
stupid to make it look like that. It could be like a tower on wheels. It could roll around with a little screen with a face on it and be like,
Which I'd be fine with.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But to make it humanoid and give it warm skin is supposed to make people, well, I hate saying warm skin.
Yeah,
It's supposed to make people, put people at ease
because
dealing
you're
with the
gonna
robot.
are you gonna be touching it a lot,
Well,
Jeff? Why
that
are
was
people
my,
touching it at all
yeah, I don't know. Like,
with their
do you,
dicks?
if you need help in a subway and you talk to a human worker, do you touch them?
Fuck no.
Probably not.
I go out of my way to not touch strangers.
Yeah, you should just not be touching people at all.
I can't seem
Ever.
to find an answer as to whether or not she's anatomically correct.
The
She is.
closest I got was that she has a rib cage. Like they did try to build her skeleton so that she functions humanly.
She has, yeah, it says she has a skeleton, and it says
hmm
that she also has a full tendon system.
Mm.
I just
Hmm.
can't find the bit about. No one seems to want to come out and say, like, does she have a fuck hole or two?
No one's asking that question. That's why we need to get into CES.
All right, Moya
So
We ask the
remember,
important questions.
tell your
robot
friends,
Yeah.
spread
as
the word of this show so that we can go to
sex.
CES and ask the questions that need to be asked.
Okay.
Does she have holes? Does she have orifices that we should know about?
Yeah, no matter what I do, I can't get anyone to talk about fucking it. So it must not. Because if it had a hole,
A
people would be
lot of
talking about
articles
I
fucking
don't
it by
believe
now.
you
a
at
lot
all.
of articles talk about that being a possibility, but not news sites that would be like quote unquote respectable. It's more the blogs that are like, people are gonna want to touch this thing
That's so, it's just gross.
yeah,
It's unnecessary.
a little bit. A little bit. $173,000 though. Like you can get a doll for a lot
Dude,
less than
if I
that.
paid that much for a car, I'd fuck it. Just saying.
Have you seen the headlines about cars? You and I have talked many times about like how cool the Chinese car market seems to be.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
we've passed TikToks back and forth about these
Hmm.
amazing cars that cost like pennies on the dollar compared to American cars that are similar.
Yeah.
Uh,
Mm.
China or not China, Canada has reduced its tariff on Chinese car imports from 100% to like 6%. And
Wow.
so Chinese cars are starting to hit the
Explode
Canadian
over
market.
there. Holy cow.
And I don't know if you know this, but we're not that far from Canada, and we could even drive a car across the border. So
Mhm.
I kind of want to go car shopping soon.
That sounds awesome,
Yeah.
actually.
And there's been advances in style.
6%.
See, Ben, there's positive headlines. Ben,
Yeah,
are
we
you
got
happy
positive
now?
headlines.
There's also been big advances in solid state batteries, which I know nothing about from a technological level, but
Hmm.
apparently they have double or more the capacity. They're lighter weight than lithium ion batteries and much safer. They don't just catch on fire and burn
And they
hotter
don't,
than the sun.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say, burn hotter than the sun.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So, and that again, the
Speaking of
big
burning
test was
hotter
done
than the
in China.
sun,
Yes.
if you want to fuck a solid state battery, no. Okay, never mind. Sorry.
Ugh.
Got Aaron's attention back.
What's the friction like
Yikes-yola.
there?
Well,
Yeah.
because I was looking at some of the electric vehicles that might be flooding the marketplace.
What are you seeing?
Well, this is the best Chinese electric cars for 2026, the complete guide.
American car companies are saying that if we started allowing the Chinese imports, it would destroy the electric car market. But
Good.
then I saw a report from Australia saying exactly the opposite. It's been great for the electric car market because prices had to come down, and it would be I think no, car companies
That's
said it
why.
would be bad for the consumer, but
Hmm.
Australians disagree. They've had Chinese cars on
Oh.
their market for a while, and it's great for the consumer because you get more
Hmm.
variety and better pricing,
Yeah.
competition.
So,
Which is exactly what capitalism is supposed to do.
Right.
well,
Um, I I
they've
also
got
have thought that even if you had to pay the 100% tariff on some of these Chinese cars, they would still be cheaper than some Tesla models.
Some of the lower end ones
well,
still would, yeah.
yeah. So here's the thing. They also have, that's what I'm looking at. They have the blade batteries in them, which is the lithium iron phosphate, which is safer than the traditional lithium ion. So they're virtually impossible to set on fire,
Oh, well, that would be nice.
Yeah,
right?
I would definitely like that in a car.
Yeah, they're pretty sexy looking. They're not exactly telling me what these are in the picture, but they're definitely prettier than like this Zeekr I'm looking at. It's it looks like a hatchback version of like a Porsche maybe. It's very nice lines to it. It's I'm sold. The
Hmm.
battery is 385 miles range. That's like a full tank of gas for some people. That's
Hmm.
decent.
There was a documentary many years ago. I'm sure it's out there somewhere, but it was called "Who Killed the Electric Car." Did either of
Elon
you guys
Musk.
watch that?
Was it Elon Musk? Was that
No,
the
it
answer?
wasn't. No,
No.
it was a mixture of like the oil companies plus lobbying. So like the governments being involved, and it was just a mess. But essentially, the oil companies don't want electric cars because it cuts into their profits potentially, right?
Hmm.
It was a whole sordid affair, and some conspiracy theories pop out of that too, with like suppressing battery technology. But I will say, look at the market now. Elon did break through with Tesla, and it forced the other car companies that were resistant to making electric cars to innovate and actually start making electric cars. So we need another round of that. But this whole war
Well,
with China thing is very silly.
yeah,
Yeah.
they have some good looking cars, and some of them have the doors that they do cool shit with the doors. Uh, I'm a sucker for stupid gadgety stuff. So
Yeah.
um yeah, but they're currently the leading the global market, man. Chinese
Yeah.
electric cars.
Yeah. And America's just trying to pretend like it doesn't exist, but it does, and eventually we're going to start getting our hands on them. Now, I do
Yes.
wonder what would happen if I go to Canada, buy a car, and bring it back across the border. Like,
Hmm.
will California let me register it as a vehicle?
Oh, I don't know.
I
That's
have
the
to
thing.
look
You
into
should
that.
probably find out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It becomes like a gray market vehicle at that
Gray
point,
market.
which means
Ooh.
it's from like
Oh, you're right. Insurance and
yeah,
stuff.
the VINs
Talk, Aaron.
aren't technically recognized here, but it doesn't mean you couldn't still import a car and and get it registered.
Mhm.
It would just be more difficult on the insurance side of things because it would be called a gray market.
Well, what is it if I live in Germany and then I move to America, but I bring my little German car with me? I mean, you do
Sa-
see that on the road sometimes.
yeah,
Same kind of
same
thing.
thing. It's they kind of look at it. It gets rated differently. Like they look at the I forget what it's called, but it's the number where they take like all the dimensions of the car and add up like the total size and the total weight, and then they look at the horsepowers. Like they that basically from a rating standpoint, the people doing the statistics for American cars aren't plugging the info in on that car. So it's just a longer process, but it's not impossible by any means. It just takes a longer like underwriting review to get the car added. And ultimately, as long as legally it passes all the emission tests and things, they have to let you register it as long as it meets the criteria. There's not like a block like that or anything.
Hmm, interesting.
Oh,
Hmm. Well, I want one. So, Aaron, as my insurance agent, you're going to have my back, right?
Yeah, uh-huh.
All right.
I've gone to great lengths to keep your account, even though I'm no longer in that capacity at my company. They
I was
have
just
like
going to advertise your services to our audience. Yeah.
permanently etched my name under your account so that if like I call whoever they've randomly assigned it to because I'm busy doing my important stuff, they have to listen to me and help me, or that I retain access to touch it. So
Wow.
I'm not available to everybody, but I will always be available to you. Yep.
oh.
All right. That was a feel good moment. We don't have many of those on this show, but I'm going to ruin it now
Oh, okay.
with the next horror of technology.
Cuck it up.
Okay.
Apparently, thanks to people digging through the 3 million plus pages of the recent Epstein file releases, Jeffrey Epstein himself was at least partially involved with destroying the gaming industry.
I hate him.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he hated himself too.
We're all a little on the slightly older side of humanity, right?
Yeah.
Not
Mhm.
super old.
No.
Some of us look better than others. Some of us are clearly dying faster on camera.
Just so we're clear, that's not
That's me
me.
with my white beard. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
No,
Well, it's
not Aaron.
probably
Aaron
I have
because
white in my beard. It's just not
some white.
everywhere.
Aaron looks the youngest of all of us for
I'm
sure.
still pulling young tail, guys.
Yeah,
So.
right. She's got her fuck stick.
It's
What
fuck
was it
Nope.
called?
stud.
Fuck stud. Still saying it wrong. Also, we're
Man
not
mate.
married to
Man
that.
mate.
That's just what Tired Aaron said.
Well, I'm rooting for you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay, so Jeffrey Epstein may
Sounds
have
like
been
she's the one doing the rooting.
Jeffrey Epstein
In the tail. For
had
tail. Rooting for tail.
business relationship with former Activision CEO Bobby Kotick. And yeah, so if you played video games 20 years ago, you would buy a video game and it was yours.
That
And that
was
was it.
nice. I liked it.
Yeah, those were good times. You'd buy a game, and then maybe the game would come out with some kind of expansion or whatever. You might have to pay a little more money to get another disc that you would pop into your computer and copy to your hard drive or whatever. But it was very simple, very
Yeah.
straightforward. But nowadays, you buy a game. The most famous example was EA's Battlefront 2, Star Wars Battlefront 2 from a few years ago, where they put out this game. People paid anywhere from like $60 to $100 for it, depending on what special edition you wanted. But then the game was riddled with something we call microtransactions,
Ugh.
the need to make little extra purchases along the way. And it could be anything from like a new outfit for a character to power-ups, new weapons and things that you couldn't get elsewhere unless you got them through these loot boxes, which are also basically gambling. But you'd pay just a few dollars per loot box and you might get something you want, you might not. And this sort of behavior has taken over the gaming industry. Jeff, you look like you're deep in thought.
No, I'm just, yeah. Okay, I'm waiting for the connection because I didn't know
Oh,
about the
okay. All right.
connection.
So here we go.
Okay.
So in email conversations, Kotick and Epstein were going back and forth talking about, such and such prize is a good idea, but key is real world rewards. You could get anything from like iPhone credits or cell phone minutes to virtual items in games. And then some other guy goes, I'm all for indoctrinating kids into an economy. You gotta love how this example of real world events or virtual items in games, something, I don't know. And then Epstein started advising people to buy stock in Activision. And right after these email conversations happened, Call of Duty Black Ops 2 came out, and it was the first game in that series to feature microtransactions. That was 2013, which is really around the time frame when all this stuff started to heat up. Activision tested the waters with personalization packs, extra slot packs, paid calling cards. I don't even know what that would mean in a game,
Yeah.
but it was all part of their Call of Duty platform. And it appears to have kicked off because, Jeffrey Epstein, just a financial guy. He would advise people on financial transactions. And apparently he was a gamer.
God damn it. This makes me want to burn all my gaming platforms right now.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Yep. But this may have been an instigating moment. Yeah. Like famously,
I mean,
Bethesda started it with like horse armor for $5 in Skyrim or Oblivion
yeah,
or
but
something.
you didn't need that
Right.
to. But and the thing is of on the scale of horrible shit Jeffrey Epstein did, this doesn't even register, obviously.
Yeah. I mean,
But
that's not
fuck,
nearly as bad as. Yeah.
yeah,
No, we'll
yeah,
talk about some of that yet to come. But mm,
yeah.
um, but yeah, but he may have touched into our little world of nerdy shit by being a gamer himself. There was also a raging conspiracy theory just over the last week or week and a half or so about how he may still be alive because someone detected people were seeing activity on his Fortnite account. Now let's keep in mind Fortnite is a game played by a lot of young children,
Yeah.
but
Mhm.
he apparently he did legitimately have a Fortnite account called Little Saint Jeff. And that's real.
No.
But then people were seeing activity on the Little Saint Jeff account. Now, Epic Games has come out to say that that's not true, that this was someone else renaming their account to be Little Saint Jeff just to mess with people.
Mhm.
But it's kicked off a whole new set of conspiracy theories. There's pictures of a guy that looks just like Epstein, but alive in Israel, but it turned out those were AI generated.
Yeah,
There's people saying that some marking on his forearm, maybe it was a tattoo or something, like wasn't present in the pictures of the scene where he died in the prison cell. So I don't know. There's tons of theories out there, but yeah, continuing just sort of in the gaming world, he was a gamer. He played Fortnite, a game rife with children, and his account may or may not have shown activity recently. Yay.
okay,
Yeah. You feel dirty now? Did I ruin all the fun?
yeah,
All
yeah.
right. Well, that
Yeah.
was my job. We should take our second commercial break, and then I wanted to have more of a philosophical conversation with you all. Sort of. Erin, you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Once again, if you want to see the looks on Erin's face, youtube.com
Sorry.
slash at suggested
I
articles.
was popping up a couple Epstein related articles and
Oh,
things for the next segment, and I found the one where the girl's talking about his deformed lemon slash egg shaped 2-inch penis, and I can't unsee that now.
So commercial break.
commercial break. Yep, here we go. Let's do this indeed, Jeff. I'm keeping that in.
Yeah, because you've never edited this podcast.
If you want to
Dirty.
step up and edit the podcast, you bring it on.
Okay, so you're okay with the podcast never coming out now. Okay. All right. I was just saying.
Uh,
I know
keep
I'm
hope
not a
alive,
good
people.
podcasting partner for so many reasons, but that
You'll
would
come
take
back
it
to
over the
us.
top. That
You'll
would
come
take it
back
over
to
the
us. I believe. I
it
choose to
will.
believe.
Okay.
All right. So what I was thinking about a lot recently, for pretty obvious reasons, is the conspiracy theory Pizzagate. Now, what do you guys remember about Pizzagate? Just off the tops of your head.
Having recently just read an article about it, I remember that it was a guy went into a pizza shop with a semi-automatic and shot shit up because he thought there were kids trapped in the basement that were like fuck kids.
Trafficking victims.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I mean,
Rich people, the elites.
call them fuck kids.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mute my microphone for that one.
That was okay. Yeah, I mean, no one got killed when that guy went into
There wasn't even a basement, right? I think he
No,
just
there's
like
no
went to a
basement.
random store, but like I think he thought there were people underground or something.
well, there was a place called Comet Ping Pong and Pizzeria.
Yeah.
And I think he chose that particular one for a reason, but there was like Pizzagate got crazy. Like it all started with like here's some Hillary Clinton emails and here's this one guy, John Podesta, talking about how he wants to get pizza and he cites that in a number of different emails. Well, pizza means children and it's the trafficking and it exploded and Pizzagate had its own subreddit for a long time of just this feedback loop of people giving each other quote information about what all this stuff means and how it all ties into the larger QAnon theory, which, the QAnon theory was centered around child trafficking. It was all Democrats and Hollywood elites. And they would also maybe eat children's brains, ritual murder. I'm seeing this right now in the Pizzagate Wikipedia article. I'm not familiar with the term frazzle drip, but apparently frazzle drip was a specific side theory about Hillary Clinton participating in the ritual murder of a child. Yeah, so sex trafficking and cannibalism of children. Yeah. But what's really, I mean, at the time, I remember going like, maybe he just wanted pizza, right? I mean, people eat pizza, and this all seems a little far-fetched. And at the time that this was coming out, we knew that Jeffrey Epstein was a bad person, and he had already been convicted, though very lightly, in Florida. But the extent to all this QAnon stuff seemed just way overblown. Like, there's no way this huge child trafficking ring was happening and that it was somehow staying mostly quiet, except for this one guy on 4chan who's leaking information to just 4chan people. That being Q of QAnon fame. But now, and this, like, just the philosophy behind the conspiracy theories has just started kind of rocking my brain a little bit because there is now evidence or a link at least between Jeffrey Epstein and the guy that ran 4chan.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see any of this? What's his
Yes.
name?
I don't, but I heard about this.
I can't remember his name right now, but yeah, here we go. Christopher Poole. He ran 4chan. He had some conversations with Jeffrey Epstein, and in that same month, in October 2013, he created the POL, the Paul political board on 4chan for people to start talking back and forth about political stuff, and then that quickly led to the appearance of Q on 4chan to start talking about his inside info about all the child sex trafficking going on in the Democratic Party. It feels like it was all a setup now. It kind of goes with the idea of like, if Trump talks about Biden having dementia, it's probably because Trump has dementia and every accusation is a confession. And that seems to be true over and over again in our political sphere. Not just with Trump people. This goes back a long time. The people screaming the loudest about gay rights and how much we should get rid of gay people typically wind up like gay, right? That's happened over and over again. But 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 with Pizzagate now in this Epstein Files thing, there's a lot of references to pizza. And I just don't know why.
900 times. More than 900 times the word pizza appears.
And in ways, I'm trying to find the right tab here. I have so much stuff open.
Can I read you one of the comments
yes,
that I
please.
found?
Absolutely.
Butt cake sounds great, but I need pizza.
Butt cake?
BUTT cake
Eh,
sounds great, but I need pizza. Another one says a head count for pizza in quotes. That's the one I
okay.
don't like. Maybe pizza stands for a pizza this young girl ass.
Ah, ha, ha.
Mm.
Still gross.
Yeah. Well,
Do you put lemon on pizza? Heyo, lemon dick. I brought it up again. I did it.
ew. We don't
Mm.
want his penis.
I want to see it.
Actually, I would
I'm
want to see it.
just so.
Ew.
I don't want to see it like in a sexy way. I just want to know what that looks like. I bet someone else has had that before. We could probably look up medically what causes
Egg-shaped
a
penis.
egg
I'm
shaped
good.
penis.
I'm good.
I'm doing it right now.
I'm good.
Um, it, so I don't know where my head's at exactly, but this is kind of a conspiracy theory podcast. And I just find myself going to this idea that like QAnon was started on purpose as sort of a cover operation, fearing that someday shit about Epstein and all his operations was going to get out. They thought they would get ahead of the story and drive people insane by pinning it all on other people. And if you pin it all on other people and people really believe in that, then maybe when the truth finally comes out, it just gets muddled and confused, right? Which seems to be happening. Huh? I mean,
Yeah.
no one's getting prosecuted,
Nope.
at
Yeah.
least not in this country.
No, I don't think anything. No, nothing's
Tell me your
happening.
feelings. Erin, you look deep in thought.
I just can't unsee or
She's
read
looking
things.
at she's looking at
Yeah.
penises. Um, I don't know. I mean, yeah, we are a conspiracy theory-ish podcast, but and
I
I guess
guess.
this does has some ties to tech, obviously, but we don't talk about flat Earth either. Just saying. Ah.
Well, I'm sorry, but this has been a big, I mean, this has eaten my algorithm.
Yeah.
Just all over the place. And then shout out to Bradley, my cousin. He's been sending me links to the Department of Justice website, full of links to different documents that he's been looking at. He sent me a picture to a very upsetting photo, which had like it was Jeffrey Epstein on like one side of the photo, and then a big black box, but you could see sticking out of the black box what would appear to be like a naked girl tied to the ground. I don't know, man. Like this shit's crazy and something needs to be done. So I kind of feel like it's important that we talk about it, that
What are
more
we
people
gonna
talk
do
about
about
it.
it? I don't know. I don't like it. I don't think people are getting their news from our podcast.
Well, they should be. They should be.
I think if anything, we should be a light distraction from the bullshit in the world, where we sometimes bring up stuff that's relevant, usually weeks after the fact. But that's where I come in. Um, like you said, it's all over the algorithm. It's everywhere, and why contribute? At this point, that's my thought.
All right. So you don't want to talk about the Epstein
I
files.
don't. I don't. But if you want to, I can. You guys can
I
carry
don't
on,
I
and
don't really
I'll
want to
just
get into details about the Epstein files, but I thought the Pizzagate thing especially was interesting in that now that these files are coming out, it's not just that we were trying to sort of divert people's attention away from like and the real criminals, like the real people that hung out with Epstein are all over the political spectrum, but the fact that someone was trying to get ahead of the game by just saying it's these people. It's these people.
Yeah.
Only look over here. And then the pizza thing came out. And now it turns out the pizza thing may be kind of real in terms of how the terminology was used within those particular circles.
Yeah.
And then at some point, the words pizza disappear and they start changing over to jerky. And a lot of conversations come up in the Epstein files where people are talking about having a delicious jerky, like beef jerky lunch, which again doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It's making people ask if there's been actual cannibalism going on. I don't get the impression from everything I've seen that there's any proof of that. But at the very least, it seems that these food keywords were being used, were likely being used to sort of codify the human trafficking aspect of it all. And that is very upsetting. Like that Pizzagate guy was almost on the right track, but he was driven into madness by the feedback loop that was only like partial facts and just the stuff that was leaked out by Q and then just eaten up by the community and spit out again until it was all just pointing in the wrong direction.
I'm seeing some pictures of Epstein and Michael Jackson together in a lot of this, which
I
raises
have
some
not
other
seen that.
potential questions, I guess.
Oh, there's so many. I mean, Michael Jackson, I haven't heard about pictures of them together. I would question if that's real or not.
Well, I'm on Reuters,
Oh, really?
and it's Jeffrey Epstein with Michael Jackson, U.S. Justice Department photo. And Michael Jackson has his arm around Jeffrey Epstein. I'm just curious. I mean, if pizza is children, are we focusing on the female children because that's the gender norms that we as a society are largely comfortable with? Like, were there little boy victims being trafficked? And also, no shame or no shade or any. I'm not. Michael Jackson clearly was abused as a child, and abusers
Yes.
very often create the next generation of abuser due to the mental trauma and defects that their tiny brains experience. So I'm not trying to vilify.
Possibly, though, according to some, like Macaulay Culkin, Michael Jackson may have been more of a hero that was trying to keep people away from being abused,
Yeah.
which is because he's come up recently.
Yeah. It's
Some feet.
it's an interesting dynamic because if you take someone like Michael Jackson, who's had a lot of detractors out there over the years, versus someone like Prince Andrew,
That guy.
I have a little bit more sympathy for Michael Jackson because his trauma started when he was a child and Prince Andrew's just a gross man that fucks little girls. Like, that's my like, I still
Sure.
think it's not right to ever touch children, but I think Michael Jackson never progressed past being a child to some extent. Some of the interviews with children he was close to when he was an adult make it sound like he thought he was still a kid in some ways and like just really didn't
Yeah.
have a full mental grasp of becoming an adult. Also, fuck the Epstein bitches.
I could go off in other directions too, like the Chester Bennington and the Avicii and like mysterious deaths of people that may or may not have been trying to work on child trafficking investigations and
Yeah.
documentaries and stuff. But we've thoroughly lost 1F Jeff. So why don't we just, Jeff, why don't you give us a happy suggested article or two? We'll talk about something completely different and then we'll go.
No, there's no suggested articles that are happy. They're all
Actually,
depressing and bullshit. And
I
you guys talking about shit didn't help.
I have an article that could liven the mood,
Okay.
maybe. Okay.
Mm.
So, I am taking Zepbound,
Oh,
and
congratulations.
yeah, thanks. I can barely afford it, so I won't be taking it for much longer, probably. Thanks, insurance. But something interesting that has come up, and I have had people send this to me as well as it has been suggested. Now, this is specific to Ozempic and Mounjaro for right now, but they are still GLP-1s. And so this is the headline. Ozempic and Mounjaro lead to explosion in cases of an old school pirate's disease.
Scurvy?
Oh, you're
Yes.
gonna get scurvy.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't get
So
scurvy.
people, I'm not. I actually, in the mornings, I do a little bit of orange juice with my like probiotics and my fiber and stuff. And I do like a scurvy shake to avoid the contraction of scurvy.
That does not sound good.
No, it doesn't. It
No.
sounds bad. I do an anti-scurvy shake in the mornings.
That's a little better.
I just do 8 ounces of orange juice, and then the rest is like ice water and the probiotics and my collagen and stuff. And it tastes like someone watered down my orange juice. But I'm not going to get scurvy. But what the fuck, guys? What the actual fuck? That's who... You want to bring back, like, what's another old-timey disease?
Measles is
Polio?
back.
Measles,
is
yeah.
back. We did
My arm
that.
again.
Yeah.
Measles is back in a hard way, so why not scurvy? Let's just keep rolling back the clock.
Yeah, I just want you guys to know that if I die, it might be scurvy. Is the point? But I'm fighting it.
I guess
as
we'll
much as I
start
can.
worrying if you show up wearing like poofy blouses and eye patches.
Arr!
Head as a parrot. I'll worry.
My
Okay.
birthday is on International Talk Like a Pirate Day, so maybe I could use some scurvy.
I don't know if anyone can use scurvy.
Yeah.
No. You think it'd be like botulism where you can inject it certain places?
Here's an article
it'll
that's tech related. It's going to improve Jeff's mood for sure.
doubt
And I
it.
don't even think I need to read much past the headline itself. But Google says people are copying its AI without its permission, much like it scraped everybody's data without asking to create its AI in the first place. That is funny. That amuses the hell out of me.
Yeah.
Yep, they're complaining now that their AI is being hit with distillation attacks and people just trying to copy the code or background info for their AI engine, which is built on stolen stuff. I love it. I love it to pieces. Jeff, give us an article.
No, mine are all terrible. Look.
Oh, come
First
on.
one.
They can't be
First
all
one.
terrible.
Remnants of sewage, including toilet paper, left behind after waste spill. Awesome breaking news. CIA, Pentagon reviewed secret Havana syndrome device, blah, blah, blah.
Oh,
Next
that's a
one
fun
is
conspiracy theory.
the next one is about Sting, and I fucking hate Sting. Christopher Nolan
Injecting
can
Sting
go
into our
fork
algorithms.
himself.
Okay.
Yeah. Bees are dying. Let's see. Ooh. 41 DUI arrests by a trooper dismissed after. Yeah, see, this is all. Nope, there's nothing good here. I
Well,
tried to
damn,
warn
man.
you. I tried to warn you.
You need a
Yeah.
better algorithm.
Yeah, I need to just unplug. It's all fucking terrible. Everything's
Hey,
terrible.
look, here's good news. Here's good
What?
news, man. Remember
Mm.
remember the Super Bowl ad with the dog and how
No, I didn't watch the Super Bowl. Fuck that shit. Who cares?
so
cares?
the CEO of Ring comes on camera and he tells us how they love dogs. And now if you lose your dog, we can use every Ring cam in your neighborhood to
Yeah,
help you
because
find
he's
that
gonna
dog.
turn the
Fuck
ring
no,
cam
yeah.
to the end of the Dark Knight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not.
okay,
Big
great.
Brother is watching.
After the feedback, I am honestly shocked that the American public like actually collectively just kind of went, huh? Like a confused dog and said, that doesn't sound safe. But Amazon, under pressure now, has scrapped its partnership with surveillance company Flock. Flock being the ones that were taking Ring footage and selling it for money to law enforcement agencies, including ICE. So who knows where that evolves in the future, but at least for now, there is a win, a privacy win for the consumer. Doesn't that make you happy?
No, because somebody else is gonna do it, or
Just stop it.
Amazon's gonna go right back in and do it like more secretly.
Well,
know.
that's possible, but for now, it's a win, and I think that's important. Come on, man.
Take the win, man.
Yeah,
No,
take a
man.
win
No.
for once in your
I
life.
don't have to. I don't have to. You can't make me.
Well, hey, in Disney news, since you like when I have Disney news so
Here we
much.
go. Let's end this on a
That's
high note.
two.
Disney
Yeah.
news.
So one
No
of my
hat trick today, folks.
so
Only
one of
two references.
I'm gonna slap you so hard the first time we're in the same room. It's gonna leave a welt. Okay. Now look, so Dinosaur Land at Animal Kingdom in Florida has been slowly being closed over the last year and some change. So it's finally done now. They're demolishing it. They're putting in an Encanto ride, which I think that's a charming movie, and it's another one of those lovely let's look at something other than white people Disney films, and I think that's great.
Yep.
But they're also, and this is really what I was excited about, is they're putting in a Colombian-inspired restaurant there, and I think that sounds delightful.
I don't know anything about Colombian food.
I know enough to know that I could probably get really good Colombian food for not breaking the bank.
Are you saying the Disney version will be overpriced?
Yeah, well, just to
Doubt it.
get there, and yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Well, I
Well,
Yeah.
mean, if you
it's probably not
factor
worth the
in
trip to Florida.
travel, sure. Sure,
How much?
everything
How
that
much?
Dis-
How much was your churro at Disneyland?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah,
Oh God, I
I'm
haven't
not
had a
talking to
churro in
me.
forever, but I think they're
I
like
mean,
$5, $6 maybe.
it's crazy.
I don't know. A
There's no
churro
way.
at like Taco Bell is like $2, $3, and
Yeah, that
it's
should be about
like
it.
a microwaved like tragedy. This is a freshly prepared, like dipped in the cinnamon and sugar in front of you. I paid like $5 for a street churro once in Mexico. That
They saw you coming.
But it had filling. That's why it was more
Oh,
than like $2, $3. It had a
mm-hmm,
like a dulce de leche. Like,
mm-hmm, sure, yeah.
look, I'm not saying that. I mean, go to a Starbucks in a convention center versus a Starbucks like in a grocery store. You pay extra $2 per coffee because they have you stuck in meetings all day, and you'll do anything for that sweet, sweet coffee. The price gouging based on environment and locale is not new or
No, I'm
exclusive
just
of
saying.
Disney.
I'm just saying that
All
I
right.
think it's cool that Disney has brought Colombian food into our conversation.
Oh,
Now let's just go get Colombian food.
I just, as the Walt Disney Organization has evolved over time, I just think the inclusivity of other cultures that isn't just like, here's the white European fairy tales. I like that. I like Animal Kingdom in general because they really have a lot of different culturally diverse food
So
options
so so
and
wait. So the food and stuff, the inclusivity and the people of color related things are in Animal Kingdom.
and Epcot, but because the animals are from all different places in the world in the
Oh, he's
zoo
dying.
element. Yeah, I'm just gonna steamroll over it because I can't have you can shit on robber barons, you can't shit on Disney.
Oh, I can
Um
shit on Disney. Oh my
Oh,
God.
well
we're gonna
no,
have to
but
do a
so
Disney
Oh.
themed
there
episode.
you're
Oh
trying to
my
make
God.
this a racist thing, and it's not a race thing. It's just strictly that like in Asia they have different regions of Asian cuisine featured the same way they have different animals from Asia featured. So it's that vibe. You son of
Okay.
a bitch.
Okay.
All right. Well, I think that's a great note to end on.
Son of a
Programming
bitch.
in 2 weeks, when the
2 weeks.
next episode is due out, we will actually be in Tonopah, Nevada. At least some or most of us, I hope. So we'll.
If you're not there, I'm gonna be fucking sad, Jeff.
What a
And
lonely
I will be
podcast.
there.
I'm already
I
kind
will
of
be there.
down. So
I promise
thanks.
I will be there.
Eventually.
Eventually. One way or
Yeah.
another, I will be there.
Okay.
Anyway, so we're going to be in Tonopah, Nevada. So there will be some other episode coming up next week, possibly something about how evil Disney is. Let's see what we can find, Jeff. And then,
It's about time we mentioned
Wow.
Disney on this
so
podcast.
it'll be the episode after that that will be the episode recorded in Tonopah, Nevada.
Yeah.
All right? All right. Erin. Oh, yes. YouTube.com/@suggested articles. When
pissed
Ryan
at me.
gets this episode up, you're going to want to see the facial expressions on both of them, honestly. I don't have facial expressions. I'm a robot. But these two
Is
today,
your
He's a
skin
robot,
warm?
but he's controlled by 100
Yeah,
Filipino
is your
people
skin
in a trench
warm?
coat.
it takes 100 Filipino men to control me.
I just want to know if you have warm skin.
Actually, no. I'm very.
Do you
very
have
cold to the
holes?
touch.
Yeah, do you have holes? Are you anatomically correct?
That's what we need to know.
I have some holes,
Okay.
but I promise one thing nothing on me is egg shaped. All hail the algorithm. Anyone?
All hail the
All
algorithm.
hail the algorithm.
Okay. Bye.